Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're having a great day so far. So today's video is going to be a continuation of my Best of Beauty 2016 series. If you guys did miss any of the videos, I will link them in the description box below so you can check them out. But today we are talking about my favorite blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. And I do have a bunch to share with you, so I'll jump into it. But of course I want to hear from you guys, so don't forget to leave me a comment below with your favorite products from the year because I love hearing from you guys. So I want to know your favorites. If you could only choose like one from each category, what would your absolute holy grail blush, bronzer, and highlighter be? Let me know in the comments below. So let's start with highlighters. My favorite highlighter this year was definitely just the ColourPop highlighter. I don't specifically have a shade that I liked a lot more than other shades, but just their highlighters in general. I've actually accumulated quite a few highlighters because they are just my favorite, which is surprising to me because when I first tried them, I wasn't sure that I loved the formula. They're definitely more of a cream product, and I'm not a huge cream product fan when it comes to face products. But I haven't been able to stop using their highlighters. I feel like they look really beautiful on the cheeks, and they just go on really nicely if you use the right brush. I'll show you guys the brush that I use, and I love this brush. It applies them beautifully, not too heavily, but you still get a really gorgeous highlighted effect. I also like to use them as eyeshadows in the inner corner, the brow bone, and all over the lid, and they are beautiful as shadows. Because they have such like a bright highlighting effect, I feel like they just open up your eyes and make them look wide awake and gorgeous, and it just draws all the attention straight to your eyes. So I'm a huge fan. I think they're amazing. The price is only, I think it's $8, so it's kind of on, trend with drugstore prices, but they last forever. I mean, it really takes forever to use one of these up, so I recommend trying them out if you can find a shade that appeals to you. They have so many options on the website, so I'm sure you'll be able to find something. I'm also a huge fan of the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminators. I have 4 shades. I have 2 more typical highlight colors and then 2 pink shades, and I love all 4 of these. I use the pink shades as blush toppers, but I think you can use them as highlights as well, and they're really beautiful. They're more of a dry formula, so if you have very oily skin or you just want more of a matte look with a little bit of shimmer, this is a good option because they're not overly soft and overly pigmented. I really do like using them as blush toppers because they're not super pigmented to the point where it looks strange, but it does give you a really pretty glow. So I'm a huge fan of them. They're beautiful, and again, these last forever. I'll never finish one up. Of course, I had to mention Champagne Pop. I feel like this is my staple highlighter. Really, if I had to get rid of all my highlighters and only keep one, it would definitely be Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop or Opal. I love the formula because it's so easy. These are very pigmented and very beautiful on the cheeks. It almost looks like liquid gold, but it's more diffused and it's really soft. These are absolutely worth the money. My only complaint is that they shatter so easily, so if you drop them, chances are it will break. You can put it back together, but it's not really the same. I had 2 bronzer favorites this year. One is drugstore and one is high-end. The drugstore one is from Physicians Formula, and it is their Glow Boosting Beauty Balm BB Bronzer. It's such a long name, but this is a really beautiful formula. It's really soft and it just looks natural on the face. So if you're not looking to contour with your bronzer and you just want more of a diffused look, this is definitely going to be a good option for you. It's a little bit too dark for me right now, so I am using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which is a little bit too light for me right now. But during the spring and the summertime when I get a very slight tan, this is definitely a good option. I almost hit pan on it because I did use it so much, but I love the formula. It's really beautiful. It's not too orangey, but it still gives you a nice glow. I'm also a huge fan of Benefit's Hoola. This one is a little bit darker, but it is a really beautiful matte cool toned bronzer. I love the way this looks on the face. I actually use mine to bronze up the face and also contour. I feel like it is a little bit dark for my skin, but you can kind of make it work for you if you just go over it with your powder brush when you're done. And I love how it looks. It stays in place. It's super pigmented, and it's just kind of like my staple bronzer. So I am going to have to get a new one soon because I hit pan on this and I'm almost finished with it, but I can't stop using it. So one of my favorite blush brands this year was definitely Laura Geller. I love their blush and brightens. They are so beautiful all over the face. They're kind of like the perfect combination of a highlighter and a blush. So if you are a shimmery blush fan, you need these in your life. They are a baked formula, so they're great for oily skin because they're going to stay in place, and they just give you such a beautiful glow. So if you're not a shimmery blush fan, definitely stay away from these, but if you do love shimmer in your blushes, you are going to be be in love because they make you look like you're glowing. Something similar from the drugstore is the Maybelline Master Highlight by Face Studio highlighting blushes, but I think they actually discontinued these. Last time I mentioned them in a video, a lot of you guys told me they're no longer available in stores. You can still find them online, so if you can get your hands on them, I would definitely recommend them. They're very similar to the Laura Geller blushes, but they're a lot more affordable. These are the e.l.f. Baked blushes, and I think they are one of my absolute favorite brands ever because they are so affordable. But again, these are really very similar to the Laura Geller blushes, but they are a fraction of the price. They're like $2 or $3, and they look beautiful on the skin. They probably have more of like an actual blush look than a highlighted look. Like these Laura Geller blushes are super shimmery. These ones are shimmery, but they kind of have more of a glowy look. So when you apply them to the skin, it doesn't look like you're super shimmery or super glowy, but you just kind of have like a flushed look with a little bit of sheen to it. Again, these are a baked formula, so they're great for oily skin because they're going to stay in place, and they're just super affordable. I hope that e.l.f. comes out with additional colors because I can't get enough of them. I was a huge fan of Milani's Luminoso this year. If you haven't kind of caught on, I'm a huge fan of shimmery blushes. This one is just a beautiful coral with some pink to it, and a lot of people love this blush, and for good reason, because it looks beautiful all over the face on so many different skin tones. So if you just want a gorgeous natural flush to the cheeks, I would definitely recommend this one. And then my last favorite is Benefit's Dandelion. This one is a newer favorite, but honestly it has become a staple in my collection. When I first saw this, I didn't think it was anything too special, but when you apply it to the face, it really just helps to brighten up your entire face. They actually call it a brightening finishing powder, and it totally does brighten up your face. There's something about this formula that is so unique compared to other blushes, and it is a really very subtle blush. So I feel like if you have a medium to deep skin tone, it might not show up on your skin, but if you do have a very pale or light skin tone, this is going to be beautiful on you. I mean, it might work on medium skin. I personally haven't tried it or heard of anybody that recommends it, so if you guys do have medium skin or dark skin and you've tried this, let us know in the comments below if you like it. But this is just kind of like my go-to everyday blush because it is such an easy color and it goes with so many different looks. So those were all of my favorites. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I hope this video wasn't too quick. I was kind of rushing because my battery is about to die and I wanted to make sure that I got it filmed for you guys. But if you missed any of my best of beauty videos, again, I will link them in the description box below. Don't forget to leave me a comment with your favorite products, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!